Yo, what's going on, guys? So let's go over today. I am recording this before the NVIDIA conference call or whatever you want to call it. I think that starts here at 5 o'clock Eastern. So some things could change based on that, but so far it looks good with the earnings. NVIDIA went up took another all-time high. But if I'm looking at the daily right now, we had yesterday we closed this candle right here. Yesterday's candle closed over these two down candles, giving us that daily order block, right? So you see, yesterday when this candle or Monday's candle closed over here, yesterday's candle bounced here, and now today's candle has bounced off this daily order block. So two times that this is held, kind of telling us that we should, be expecting higher prices. So not nothing bearish here until we start, really violating this daily order block. Because why would you want to short when you have a daily, order block showing you twice here that it wants to support price? So that's what I'm going to be paying attention to tomorrow. Twice today, we bounced off of that. So we'll go down to the 4 hour chart. Um, Nothing really going on here. Pretty much same thing, right? We're just like respecting 4 hour FVGs up. We did inverse one down today, but we kind of mohawked it, right? Mohawks where we're like, we'll give or take a little bit, like if we close over or if we close over or under. And then you see obviously and then obviously earnings can change that a lot as well. So really nothing here to pay attention to. So um, today was really interesting because I thought we were going to come down and take this daily low. This is Friday's low. We got close to it. The thing is, we didn't take it, which means we probably come back at some point and take these lows because now we have relative equal lows here with daily lows. So if you look on the daily, you'll see here. I mean, we don't have to come back tomorrow, but it could be a target, later on. It's also not an SMT on those lows because you see ES also failed did not take those lows either. See, it's even closer, relative equal lows. So could be a target, maybe even this week, but we need confirmation first that we are going there. So um, today we had we so what happened was if we really look at this, um, obviously we got to move. We kind of expected this morning we were bullish, right? We were bullish on the 5 to 15, and I was like, well, I think we could get, we have we had this hourly untapped BPR down here. And then remember we had this hourly BPR down here, which we will get back to this. I think you guys can see why. But we'll get back to this. So we had reasons to come down, right? We had, oh yeah, I can't forget these. So these were not perfect equal lows. This low swept this low by one tick. Yeah, it's a sweep, but when you see a liquidity sweep, you want to see a big wick down and make sure all these stops here are purged. So you see, and then we eventually came down. When you have 2 hourly BPRs and these 4 hour relative equal lows sitting down here, price most likely is going to find a time to run those. The most important thing though, like obviously we took all time highs, right? And then we came back down. We run through there, run through there, run through here. Thought we were going to take this low too because we kept just really displacing down. Price did not. And what do you notice about this one? We never inversed it back down. This is our sign right here, that that price wanted to be bullish again. And then you see running into close. This was the pump into close, right? As we pumped into close here, look what happened. We inversed this hourly here, and then that kind of told me, so inversing this hourly and we're delivering from that daily order block pretty much had me leaning bullish for Nvidia earnings. I couldn't see NQ Nvidia dumping after showing strength at that daily order block, so I was leaning bullish for earnings. Then you see it's pretty much what happened here. I guess a split and a dividend increase kind of helps that situation too. But you see, like as soon as we inversed that hourly, we assumed at least back to all time highs was going to be the draw. So um, that was really it. So tonight, I'm just gonna be paying attention to like we're just stuck here like in this 4 hour range, right? Not the best PA today. Afternoon I thought was better than the PM. PM session was just a pretty choppy mess here, and then at least PM or AM I should say was a choppy mess, and then at least PM we got the nice dip, and then we got the nice recovery, and then obviously the big stop run here, sucker in a lot of shorts, thinking, oh, we finally got the dip, and then they run it right back up. So, as well as if you see here, I said we needed to inverse this 15. I was afraid here because at first we rejected this 15 minute, right? We rejected here. We came back down, and then if we go down to like a smaller time frame, where we rejected, you see what happened. We just got a 50% down to a 5 minute order block, and then price continued. So one other thing I wanted to go over was the dealing range we had today. So you got to be careful, like when we get to these lows here. Let me go down to the 1 minute chart. It shows it the best here. So this was the dealing range we had today. So basically, we knew we swept all them lows from the left. We had swept these lows, and so for a dealing range, you want to sweep a low, sweep a high, and then you want to look for some kind of like 50% retrace back down, right? So you see here, boom, boom. We didn't quite get 50 here, but then we get the 50 down here, fills in all these order blocks. If you go down to the 3 minute, you can see it was a 3 minute FVG. You fill in every single order block that was left behind. The 5 minutes, the 1 minute order blocks, all filled. While meanwhile, people think, oh, we're going back down to the lows, but the key is you swept a low and you closed above a high, giving you that 1 minute market structure shift to the upside with that's price showing you that it wants to move higher, and then you're just looking for a 50% dip. So if you're bullish, this obviously 50% will hold, and then you see what happened. We end up going up to the we went up to we had an hourly. You can't really see it because it all happened in the same hour, but we first rejected. This is your hourly breaker here. This is the breaker because lowest candle of the swing, go up, sweep a high, and then we close back below it. So at first we rejected here, and that's where I showed you where we got the 50% pullback, and then we obviously pumped back higher going into close there, and then obviously we had equal highs and stuff on the way up. We had equal highs here, we had equal highs I think right here. So you see we finally ran those equal highs, and then obviously we ran right into earnings. Not the cleanest, pretty sloppy, with all these stop runs and stuff. Like these are some nasty pullbacks here. But with that, guys, still just leaning bullish. I mean, we're at that stage where all-time highs. You long until they just don't work until they don't work anymore. We haven't had like a higher time frame break in structure on like 4 hour time frame, a daily time frame, and we're still respecting these higher time frame bullish order blocks. So yeah, we're still way too. It may seem like silly that the market keeps on going up, but I mean, until we get that and we get confirmation that the market wants to finally have a nice dip, I mean, we just long until it doesn't work anymore, because I mean, you don't want to fight these higher time frame PD arrays such as your FEGs and your order blocks. So that's NQ for today. ES, I missed this yesterday, but ES finally took all time highs, so that SMT is broke. The other thing is though, this would be an SMT now, because you see ES did not take this high, while NQ took this high, right? So it is an SMT. We do have another bearish SMT on all-time highs. We'll just see if ES wants to go up and take it. You see ES couldn't even inverse this hourly, a little bit weaker than NQ, which makes sense. I mean, NVIDIA runs through is a bigger part of NQ than ES. So we'll just see if ES inverses this. ES goes back to all-time highs tomorrow at that 53.50 level. If it continues to reject it, we're looking for these daily relative equal lows sitting down there at that 53.05 level. So with that, hope you guys had a great day. Have a great evening, and we will catch you guys tomorrow for jobless claims in the morning.